Hi everyone, this is Lisa from Low Cooking Rubber Stamp. Today I'm going to show you how to make this card. This is a shapes in the bottle. It's a great idea to make a card for guys or boys, and it's very easy to make it. So this is our material list. So we're going to need a few ink pack. This is number 13 ochre, blue, distress ink from tin holes, double-sided tape, glue dots, stays on, verse mark, a pair of scissors, the detail silver embossing powders, makeup sponge, a brayer, crocodile punch tool, and embossing folders. You don't have to have exactly the same one. You can use other pattern tool instead of this one. We are going to use post-it notes and some eyelet and some cardstock. So just check your material list. You're gonna see all the detail. So that's started. Okay, so in this card we're gonna use this full cell stamp set. It comes with a bottle and the three boat different sizes, and then we are going to use this crackle background, and then we are going to use the seashells. So all our stamps, the background stamps, they when you buy it, it comes with a piece of acetate. This is like a storage sheet. It's kind of like the transparent film you use for your projector, but it's a little bit thicker. So just in case if you can't find acetate, you can just use the background of your storage sheet to do that. So I have a piece of acetate here, and then we are going to use our the bottles. So because we're going to stamp on the materials, we are going to use the stays on. You have to use the permanent impact to be able to stamp on the material. So just be careful, make sure you use the permanent impact. Okay, so I'm going to just stamps my bottles, and then we are going to just give a nice firm press. Okay, the good thing is if you make a mistake, you can just use stays on cleaner. You can clean it, and you can just stamp again. And remember, the stays on, I always tell my customers, you have to clean the stays on after you use it. They do deposit on your stamp image, so after a while they're going to block all the detail. So make sure once a while you clean your stays on before you use it. So give them probably 2-3 minutes, and then they will dry right away. It's going to be permanent. Okay, so what I did is I already pre-cut these bottles. It's dry, and our acetate is very thick, so it's a great material. Okay, so I'm going to just put this one away, and these are bottles. And then I already pre-cut our paper here. Let's grab the paper strips. Okay, so these are stamps that come with a few different kind of bolt, so it's great. You can create a different distance, the large, medium, and small. So I don't want to waste the time to show you how I coloring. So I already just coloring these two, the medium and the small one, and cut it out. Unfortunately, these two doesn't have a matching die to go with it, so I just hand cut it. The shape is not so complicated, so it's not that hard to cut. Okay, so now we are going to stamps. I'm going to use my stays on stamps impact to stamp on this piece of glossy paper. Remember, glossy paper is not photo paper. If you don't have glossy paper, just use regular cardstock and they will work just fine. So I'll just show you this way. Okay, give a nice firm press. Okay, so that's your image. Okay, and then I'm going to show you how to create these the back, the crackle looking. Let me just bring them over. Those cracking. It's very easy. So we have to masking it. Okay, so that's why we are going to use representation tape. Not representation tape, but the post-it notes. So you are going to ink with any kind of black impact. It will work just fine. Just stamp it, and then when you stamp them, make sure try to stamp image a little bit on the top, the part that is a sticky part. Okay, because we're going to use it as a masking. And the things we have to spend the time to cut it, so don't just cut one sheet. Try to cut the 2 or 3 sheets, so that way, you know, you can always reuse later on. So this is what I did. After I cut it, you can see I cut probably 2 or 3 sheets, so that's my masking tape, and these great ideas. And then after I use it, I just place back to the CD cover, so next time when I want to use it, I can use it again and again. So okay, so that's a mask. And then we are going to just mask on top of our image. Okay, so you will pretty much work well like that. Okay, and then now we're going to use our background stamp. So this is a crackle background stamps. So what we're going to do is we're going to use a Versamark first. Okay, just apply the ink on top. Okay, make sure give a nice tap. And then we're going to put the bottle image, the one we have the masking tape on top, and put on top, and it just rub on top. You can stamp that, but I found out this way is better. Just gently rub the back. Okay, so the Versamark is kind of no color impact, so you can't really see the image. So I am going to apply the ink on top. So what is the Versamark? Versamark is kind of like a watermark. So any place that you stamp with a Versamark is going to create a masking too. So and then now I am going to use the Distract ink. This is called Weatherwood. Okay, so we're going to just apply the brayer. Okay, ink your brayer. Make sure it's nicely inked. Okay, and then we're going to apply directly on this sheet. Okay, let's add a little more. Okay, and if it's not enough, you can just keep it repeat a few times. Okay, and then I'm going to bring it closer to show you. You see the cracking part? Okay, sometimes if it's too much ink, you can just use a napkin to remove the extra ink. Okay, so after you apply with a brayer, if you find out it's too much ink, what you can do is just grab a piece of napkin. Okay, just gently wipe off the extra ink. Okay, and then you can see those cracking effect. And then now we are going to remove or post-it note. See, that's how I did the masking. Okay, I think this post-it notes paper is too thin, so there's a little bit ink went through my post-it notes, but that's okay. We always find a way to, you know, hide it. So instead of make one more, which I'm too lazy to do that, we are going to just do something to cover that. So, but for you, next time, instead of one sheet, you're going to use 2 sheets to do your masking, okay, like this. So that way, you don't have to worry about the ink is running through, and then you ruining your beautiful card. So what I did is after that, I just put it back. So next time I can use again. Okay, so before I mount my sheet on top, I am going to use a blue impact. Okay, I like to use the dye base so it's dry faster. So just use the makeup sponge, just a regular makeup sponge, and then you just give a little bit touch on the bottle part. Okay, not all of them, just part of that to make it look like a glass looking. Okay, so that's what it looks like. Looking good. Okay, and now I'm going to mount our sheet. So on the market, there's too many different kind of foam tape. They all have a different kind of thickness. So for the little one, the one is a little bit far away, I'm going to use a little bit thinner foam tape. So see the ink that went through, that's okay. It doesn't affect our card. when you put the sheep on top, you actually cover it. And then we are going to put the other big one on top. So I want to create different layers. So what I do is instead of one layer, I'm going to use two. So that's how I create different depth. Okay. Okay, see? And then on the side, can you see these? Let's grab a little bit close. Okay, like these. Okay, and then now we are going to put the oil acetate on top. So this time we cannot use a double side tape or whatever because we don't want those ugly tapes showing. So the best thing is the glue dots. We only need one or two to secure. The glue dot is kind of thin too, so you just need one or two glue dots. Okay, let's do these. Okay, and then just put on top. Okay, so now that piece of acetate is created glass looking. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, and then we're going to just mount it on our just to give a few different layers. Let me bring it back. Okay, so do this. Put it in tape. The first layer, the layers always help to build out the volume of your car. So we're gonna do one light blue, a little bit black. Okay, this is my foundation car, and let's do this chapter. Okay, so in this chapter, I'm not going to show you how to do the embossing with the heat gun and the embossing with a folder. So just check our other tutorial to show you how to do that. So I did like 2/3 of a seashell with silver embossing, and then 1/3 of on the car I did the dry embossing. So but I kind of find that it's kind of empty, so I'm going to give a little bit touch up. I just use the same distress ink and use a makeup sponge and gently give a little bit touch up around the border. So kind of, you know, make it a little bit dark. So when you mount it, it's going to focus on the... So when you apply it, try to do a one direction only. One direction. Just to give it a touch up. Otherwise, it's too plain. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And then we're going to mount on our car. Okay, the layering again. Okay, and then we're going to mount on top, like this. I don't know, have you used this crocodile punch? It's a great tool, so if you want to add a little bit eyelet on top, so it's just, it's great. You can punch a very thick cardboard or cardstock. So what I do is I just punch 4 corners. Okay, like this. And then put eyelet here. Oops. Eyelet on top. Okay, and then they also have the tool. They can just set. Okay, that's how they do that. So I'm gonna do all 4 corners. Okay, so I punch all 4 corners. Okay, and then we are going to just put the foam tape under, and then that's a beautiful car. So we just put all 4 corners here. This is a foam tape. Okay, all 4. Okay, there you go. So we have a lot of different tutorial on our YouTube channel or website. Make sure that you subscribe to our Local King Robert Stamp YouTube channel. We don't want to abuse your email box, so we are not sending the email out to let you know that we have a new tutorial online. So if you don't want to miss our tutorials, just make sure you sign up the Local King Robert Stamp YouTube channel. So anytime when we upload the new tutorial, you will receive the message, so that way you won't miss it. Well, thank you so much for watching our tutorial again, and see you next time.